Hello everybody, welcome to Political Science 121, American Government. Today I want to welcome us to the semester and just go over the syllabus briefly and some of the our first assignments and some of the key points that I want to lay out and just get us all started on this first module of our course. And to begin with, I want to show you the textbook. This is the instructor's edition, but it is American Government in black and white. Diversity and Democracy, 3rd edition. I have a copy of this in the library on 3-hour reserve for free. I will also be sending you PDF shortly on the course, or if you feel you need a hard copy, you can rent it online, or there are many, or you can purchase it in the bookstore. But I like to keep my courses very low cost. The PDF that I am about to send will suffice for the course, and many of the other supplementary readings will be uploaded on Canvas or sent to you directly via our announcements email page. So to begin with, I know this is a course that is an introduction into American government on how our state, local, and federal government interact in creating policies, but we're also very attuned to the times. Many folks like to say that we live in a very heightened political time. Well, what I want to illustrate is how government plays out in our everyday lives. And I think that's what we want to get out of this course, is what are the takeaways? How can you apply a deeper, more profound understanding of the political? And by the political, I mean everything that exists. There is nothing that exists outside of the political. If you ever hear you yourself or one of your friends, family members say, "Oh, I don't like politics," well, they're not very engaged in what is occurring. I think after you leave this course, one of the key takeaways, the main takeaway that I want you to carry for the rest of your life, is that everything about you is political. Right? The choices you make, the constraints that one is in on what choices that we do have, are all political choices made by very powerful entities. So to begin with, we're going to be watching a couple videos here. The first one by Eric Liu on how to understand power. It's just a basic overview on the political as power, how power manifests itself in your everyday lives. And before that, you'll also be watching a key clip that speaks to our times by Princeton professor Eddie Glaude on the history of racism, which this American government textbook centers this concept of inegalitarianism as central to our understanding of the United States history and the formation of governance and our interactions in it. So to begin with, I'll just go ahead and open the syllabus here and just provide a clear overview. Please, first thing you want to do is read the syllabus in its entirety. Every last detail on here, and this course will function a lot smoother for you. There are some helpful tips on how to manage your time and how to manage an online course in general, how to contact me. Best way to contact me, of course, is my email. I will attempt to respond very promptly, but understand I teach 6 courses, and I'm running a 7th course this semester, so I have lots of students. So in your email subject line, there's some instructions here. Name the section of your course, your full name, and with an introduction into your email and the issue or problem or question that you may have. I'm available here on campus every single day, Monday through Thursday in the mornings. I'm here to serve you. So if you cannot make it to campus, let's chat online. This is an online course, but I know some of you are on campus. Swing by FO210 and come and see me at those hours, or let's make an appointment and set up a time that we can meet. So this is Political Science 121. A little bit about myself real quick. I'll also introduce myself on a discussion board, but for now my name is Dr. Albert Ponce. I earned my PhD in political science at UCLA, and before that I earned my undergraduate degrees at UC Berkeley in political science and Chicano studies. And before that, I was a community college student taking this course at my local community college in Southern California. I'm originally from Los Angeles. And that's a little bit about me and as far as my training. And I will write to that as we do our introductions and our first posting this week by Thursday night. So I have a quote here by Jose Marti, the Cuban revolutionary thinker. The first duty of human is to think for her or himself. And that is a profound statement. And that is a highly political statement in an act. Because what we're going to discover as we go through the course is many of the ideas that we carry with us are political, not only our political beliefs, but everything that exists out in the air that we breathe in and the ideas that we hold as true, our entire value system, was not of our own choosing. But once we begin to think and think creatively and critically, we begin to engage in the political world. You begin to become a political actor, acting as your own agent in this world of very powerful structures and policies. And that's what I hope that you take away from here. So we will examine the historical institutional development of the United States, centered by the concepts of class, race, gender, sexuality, and ableness, to enable and give us a more profound view of how power is structured and how inequality is structured. And here are the required texts, as I mentioned at the outset, for free in the library, for free via the PDF that you will have sent to you. But if you desire a hardcover of your own choosing, you can rent one very cheap online, or you can get pay on in the bookstore. We will also be talking about the California Constitution, and here's a link for free. And I will also be sending you instructions on how to subscribe to the New York Times for free. This is something new here at DVC. We are paying for a student and faculty staff subscription. So we will have access to the paper of record, the New York Times. And normally, this is the first time I assigned the New York Times. I've normally gone with free newspapers because they all have a paywall, but now it will be free and we will all collectively be reading some news. But don't let this be your only source of news. This is a part of the mainstream corporate media, which consolidates and monopolizes the news feed, but it is a paper that it does cover the entirety, or at least a large part of U.S. society and politics. So if you have one thing I want to point out here in red is Canvas. This is our format. If you have any issues at any time, again, do not wait till the very end to post up your discussion post. Something will go wrong. So this is the helpline here, 24/7. They have people on the line to walk you through any issue you have. You can also email them if you have time, but if you are in a situation where the clock is ticking, pick up the phone. So Canvas, any Canvas issues, here you go. Now we move down. This course is very straightforward. I lay out the grading scale here. It is all based on cumulative points across the semester. I give you the best possible chance to achieve an A. If everybody scores at that level, everybody gets an A. I do not grade on a curve. Not even sure what that is, but I get asked that a lot. So 350 points, there you are. And here, go over and read what is expectations and appropriate online behavior. Student code of conduct. Again, do your own work. This is an online course where we're attempting to maintain the integrity. Don't have somebody else take the course for you. Do not buy papers online. There is a database. I'll be talking about turnitin.com and how we move through that and upload papers. And check your email daily. Okay, I always send out stories, not just to send out stories, but that are pertinent and will help you make connections to the course content, and will prepare you for our 3 exams and also for thinking through your weekly discussions. I also urge you to engage each other in discussion, but in a very respectful tone, and I have the guidelines for that also. Here's your lots of other things happening here. DVC use of technology. Here's how we communicate. Follow these instructions. Office hours in person or virtual, come on through. And here are the student learning outcomes, the things that you are expected by the institution that you will gain from this course when you walk out of here after week 16. A few links to important services here. If you require any assistance, please go see the Disability Support Services Center here on campus. I also have a link for any undocumented students, or if you want to be an ally of undocumented students, we have some resources. And in these times, as you know, out there in society and here on campus, regretfully, we've had a lot of hateful acts due to racial difference here on campus. The one just last week, we had a racist vandalism here on campus. So here is a statement by our district denouncing any type of hate. So please read through that. And this academic dishonesty and plagiarism, please do not do this again. I mean, at all. But I'm not saying again. I'm saying it again. I say it through all my courses. But you do not want to do this. And academic dishonesty, if you're not sure, we have some links on letting you know what that is. So I'm going to move through. I know I've been moving through this fast. I will be following up on some responses, but I want you to read through carefully every single item on here. But I know that all of you want to know what the course assignments are, and they're very straightforward. You will have 8 discussion board postings throughout the 16-week semester. I will schedule them in a manner that provides the most stable, consistent path for you to be successful, and also managing your outside lives and other courses. I'm very cognizant of that. As a community college student, and as I was working full-time, so I understand the conditions and the constraints that we're all under and meeting our obligations. One thing here, the 8 discussion postings are a minimum, again I stress minimum, of 350 words. A level, and you'll follow the guidelines. I have another paper on this, a guide on this. That is, so minimum, I mean C level, right? 15 possible points. That A level, to achieve that A level, you will write a lot more than that, because I want to hear your thoughts. I want you to analyze the reading. I want to make sure that that you're understanding the readings and thinking critically about them. Okay, and also at the bottom of each posting, as you copy and paste, also copy and paste the word count. Okay, that makes it just clear on those. So you'll be required to do 8. Here are some steps to follow, but there's also an attached guide on how that they will be graded, a rubric. Okay. You will be responsible for 2 short policy papers, a minimum of 3 pages each, so that's 6 pages. So I'm not overwhelming you with the work, but I really want to. It's more about the quality than the quantity. Yeah, I'm not going to give you busy work every single day, but this will be a scaffold. The way I schedule these or develop these assignments is that you build upon one another, and that leads you to a greater understanding of these issues, and I'll provide you with the issues as we move through. You'll be taking on 2 issues and developing a policy proposal, and based on some research, and I'll walk you through that also. And finally, 3 exams, 50 points each. We will have one at the end of week 3 and one at the end of week 8, I believe, and then we will move through your final exam at the end of the term. These are 50 points, all multiple choice. I will give you ample time, and I will also give you a study guide about a week prior before each exam. But that study guide is just a collection of what you should already, the notes that you should already be taking. And here is the reading schedule. So this is very straightforward, as I mentioned. And I want to make it very interactive. I will be providing some videos. I will be sending you stuff as we move through the course that I think you'll find interesting and helpful. And week 1, we're going to begin with this video introduction that you're watching. I also want you to watch Professor Eddie Glaude, Princeton Professor Eddie Glaude's just commentary after the racial violence that has been occurring in the United States. And then I also want you to watch Eric Liu on how to understand power. Because when we think of politics, you're thinking of power as synonymous with that term. Power is politics, meaning who has it and who doesn't. And read the entire syllabus, and then you'll entry into the textbook. And here, your first assignment, you will be posting again on Thursday night, August 29th, and most all your postings will be due on Thursday nights at 11:59, so that's our big day. And as you walk through here, you can go through the schedule and note how everything is consistent. It's not a myriad of assignments. I wanted to provide consistency and stability throughout the course and clarity. And if you have any feedback on the structure or questions, please email, come see me. For now, I just want to, we'll begin here, and I will be in contact. And again, welcome to American Government with an introductory video.